So today I woke up and I was musing over the word freedom after listening to a voice note between myself and my son some time ago. And really, it was spawned out of the word gratitude. So he was grateful for being able to wake up today or at that day, for God giving him breath of life so that he can go to work in order that he can reap some money to be able to cover his bills and his debt. But then I kind of thought to myself, really, our gratitude should extend a little bit further than that. So my thought process was around, I'm grateful for freedom in so many different areas of my life. Freedom that I don't have a big financial debt over my head. So I'm grateful to God for that, because that then just removes a lot of pressure and a lot of stress. Freedom in my now relationship. A huge plus for me, because I was bound in a long-term abusive relationship for about 18 years, which I had no psychological freedom, I had no emotional freedom, no physical freedom. So I thought, and just to know that, I'm in a position right now where I am the freest I have ever been. So I'm 50 and I'm free, which is amazing. So relationship freedom is so crucial to your overall work development, through your overall life, and to the way you live every single day. Because imagine being in a situation where, you have someone breathing down your neck all the time, literally breathing down your neck, and telling you what you can and what you can't do, where you can and where you can't go. Is so stifling. So, I want us to think about that word freedom. And if there are any areas in your life where you are in bondage, okay, whether that's to a job, whether that's to old habit. I was talking about habits as well this morning to my partner around food, because I'm talking about, trying to improve my eating this year, because I'm 50, as I said, I'm getting menopausal and things are just going crazy. So food bondage, work bondage, friendship bondage. Sometimes we stay in toxic friendships because we think we can't get out of it, or we just don't want to let the other person down. But this year of 2020, you have to make that year your most abundant year. This year, your most abundant year. That's my word for 2020, is abundance in every area of my life. And that means freedom. Abundance equals freedom. So my encouragement to you today is check yourself, check your life, check things that are, binding you. Where can you loose yourself, some things we need to be bound to for good health, i.e. bound to the right diet, bound to the right mindset, bound to the right mental stimulations, bound to faith if it's positive for you, things like that, mindfulness, all that kind of stuff, bound to good practices. But there are some things that we need to loose from our lives, things that are just holding us back, limiting beliefs, relationships that are not serving us well anymore. We need to release ourselves from those things. So think about that today. Think, of maybe one thing. Let's start off gently. One thing that you can loose yourself from that's really not serving you anymore. And think of one thing that you can bind yourself to that is going to serve you well going forward for 2020. So that's my quick kind of insight really this morning from a conversation I was having with my son. So it's all about abundance in a positive way, binding yourself to the good things and loosening yourself from things that are not serving you well.